Okay, friends and neighbors, DK here with Mr. V Amps, and I have on my bench a Ross Fame Series Model 10. This one falls under the same pretenses as some other things that we have had here in the past. If it's for free, then it's for me. Fame Series Model 10. Bass, middle, treble, master, tube blaster drive, volume, input, tube blaster or normal. Sounds like I want to blast some tubes. Don't you want to blast some tubes? What's weird is this is very guerrilla. The way that that's laid out is very guerrilla. And let's find the tubes to blast. Oh yeah, there aren't any. Headphone jack, line out, tube blaster pedal. Okay, is that like a on-off? So it's like probably a foot switch to switch it between tube blaster and regular. And we have a little 8-inch speaker. I think that's 8-inch. Got a little bitty magnet on it. It's got the Ross logo on it. And we got some sticker stuck over the outside. I don't know what that is, but this is probably somebody's inventory sticker. But I have no idea if it even works. The guy who gave it to me doesn't really remember if it works, or if it does, how well. Anyway, I think this says Ross Professional Electronics. The back door is kind of loose. A couple of the side panels are kind of loose. But that's all stuff we can fix. Oh, let's see. AC 120 volts, 60 hertz. Yeah, makes sense. It's for US market. And 40 watts. That would be the consumption, definitely not the output power. The output power is probably 10. That's pretty realistic, I would think. That's a guess. Okay, volume down, tube blaster drive down, master down, treble middle bass we'll put in the middle. And it turns on, and nothing happened. Volume. That's a pleasant sound. I think that pot's going to need some of our help. I think the master is just the regular volume for the normal channel. I don't think either of these two are doing anything. Tube blaster mode. Yeah, this is like the drive channel volume. Okay, so it's trying to work. Let's put a instrument cable into it. The input jack is wiggly and loose, but at least it works. Can't really tell if those two do much. So, in general, it kind of works. Apparently it needs a bath and it needs the pots cleaned. Not bad for free. Let's have some fun. Okay, so they soldered the speaker onto the chassis here, so it's just easier to take them out together. But just looking at our electronicals here, looks pretty straightforward. The power amp in this is a TDA 2030 module, and the jacks are separate from the PC board, which is good because even though that jack's loose, it means it didn't break from the board, and it's probably why it still works. So, yay. I don't know what model this was, or apparently this board probably represented a few other models, because there's another headphone jack over here I guess you could use if you didn't have the one in the back, and there's a diode 13 and a capacitor 17 that aren't here. But that's neither here nor there. We can just clean the pots and give the amp a bath. And then, hey, you know, there's probably some student who would be itching just to get a amp that works. And regardless of how it sounds when we're all done, it's probably better than nothing. Max Pro electrical lubricant. It works wonders. And no, I did not learn about this from Brad the Guitologist. Damn it, he learned it from me. I'm a Max Pro dealer, but yet you're supposed to go buy it from his affiliate links. What a wiener. If you want some of this stuff, you can contact me. I'll hook you up. It ain't cheap, but compared to Deoxit, you get a lot more in a can, and it's actually a way better value. Not to piss on Deoxit, because most of us who do electronics know that Deoxit's good stuff. I do not argue that Deoxit is good stuff. I just argue that it shouldn't be quite so damn expensive. And this one doesn't seem to be. Yeah. So essentially, cleaning pots is spray lubricant in pot, turn pot a whole bunch of times, move on to next pot, the end. I'm kind of curious to hear what the tube blaster circuit sounds like. Wonder if it sounds anything like full tube stack from Gorilla. Everybody remember that? That was a great sounding circuit, wasn't it? Okay, a few of those were particularly difficult to reach, but let's see how we did anyway. On. There's volume. That was the one that was the absolute crackle monster. And it's not being a crackle monster anymore. Treble. Used to be a crackly mess and now it's not. Feels a little stiff to turn though. And now it's loosening up a little bit. Alright, mid. No crackles. Bass. No crackles. Alright. Now we gotta try. Oh wait, we're on tube blaster. So we can just try those two. Yep. Sounds like I got them all. I got all of them. Yay! First time. What do you know? And I gave the cabinet a bath, so now we're just going to clean up the metal here and dust off the speaker and put it back together. And then it's ready to go find a student who will enjoy it and appreciate it. You know, granted this isn't a classic, highly coveted vintage anything, but, you know, most of the greats didn't start with anything great. They started with the same typical stuff that everybody else did. And if you recall the Richie Valens story in the movie, the La Bamba, I think was, yeah, the Richie Valens movie, the amp he came to band practice with, the other guys asked him if he got it out of a dumpster. And his answer was, well, it's mine now. And so it doesn't matter if it's a exciting amp or a not exciting amp or whatever it is. If it's here and it can work, we like to make it work, because somebody somewhere will be happy to have it, because without it they wouldn't have anything. That's why I do these simple basic amps. Okay, we'll give this little Ross a sound check here before we go. Clean tone is actually pretty nice. It's very clean. Our guitar today is a Rickenbacker, so bright, chimey. Right. So yeah, that's actually a terrific clean tone. It's bright, it's chimey, it's there. I mean, I'm liking it for clean tone. But here's our problem. Okay, this guitar has kind of a low gain pickup. I don't care, even Rickenbacker says it's their high gain model pickup, it's still low gain. So preamp gain is the red and master is the yellow. But if I switch it into tube driver mode here, it's going to be loud as sin, and that also affects the in. So there's just no good way to switch between the channels and maintain the same volume. And there's not a ton of drive in the tube blaster drive circuit. I don't feel like I'm blasting tubes. I feel like I'm kind of crunching a transistor. But hey, it is what it is. So there you go, the Ross Fame. Let's turn our noise down here. This guitar can be a noisemaker too. Single coils, buddy, they're noisemakers. Yeah, Ross Fame Series Model 10, a little practice amp, probably 10-15 watts, I'd guess. You know, what is that, an 8-inch speaker? Perfectly usable little amp. I actually like the cleans a lot. So if you wanted to rehearse with this with your pedal board or something like that, perfectly plausible, you know, it does the job. And there you go. Not everything is a luxury model, but hey, gets the job done. Have a great day.